Welcome back to News Watch 12 this morning, and turning now to Storm Watch 12 meteorologist Josh Colbridge. Just over the moon this morning.
You make that face that you were just making.
What face?
When you were looking at this.
Just joy, sheer joy.
There's a bit of a difference between how we feel about the snow this morning. I'm pumped because I've been talking about it for a week, and here it is. And I mean, come on, you know I love some vindication, and that's what we're seeing this morning in Medford. Yes, the temperature is just a little bit above freezing, but that really doesn't matter as we are seeing those flakes flying. But whether or not this accumulates a little bit later this morning, well, those freezing as opposed to super freezing temperatures, that's when they're going to come into play. But right now we do have this winter storm warning that is still in place. It goes until 1 p.m. for the west side. It goes until 4 p.m. for the Cascades and Siskiyous. That's in elevations above 1,500 feet. And then we have this winter weather advisory that's in place for elevations above 500 feet. For the west side, this goes until 1 p.m. For the east side, this goes until 10 a.m. because we're not going to see very much making it to the east of the Cascades. And you can already see that kind of panning out. All the heaviest stuff is in Jackson County, in Josephine County, and then starting to make it into western Siskiyou County as well. So we still have several more hours of snow to go. So I'll show you that with Stormcast. And this wave of snow is going to continue flowing from the northwest down to the southeast. But then by the time we get to noon, it's going to look a lot different around here. We're going to start to see some breaks within the clouds, some sunshine. It's definitely going to be a lot less wet. And then after that, all of us will dry out essentially by the time we get to dinner time. I think a lot of us are going to see some sunshine as well. So that means that whatever is on the ground will melt, but it's going to refreeze as we head into the overnight hours because we're going to have clear skies, and that means that temperatures are going to be very, very cold. Here's some of these projected rainfall amounts through the rest of this afternoon. So this does not take into account the rain and the snow that is already on the ground, and it's going to continue to be the mountains that'll be the winner in all of this. But just keep in mind that this still isn't going to be that wet of a storm system. So just like with the rainfall totals, for these snowfall totals, this is what we're expecting to fall in addition to what's already fallen on the ground. So maybe a couple inches for Medford. Grants Pass is going to be very interesting because it's right on the bubble of snow levels. The elevation for Grants Pass is 1,000 feet, and snow levels all throughout the day are going to be 1,000 feet. So big spread there. We can maybe have trace amounts. We can maybe have up to 3 inches. It's just one of those things. So we are going to see some widespread travel impacts throughout the day, especially in those higher elevations. So for today, widespread rain, but mainly snow in elevations above 1,000 feet. So sorry to our friends along the coast. It's mainly just going to be rainfall today. Then overnight, again, all of the precipitation that melts throughout the day is going to refreeze because all of these temperatures across the map are going to be very cold and well below freezing, especially for inland areas, but even along the coast, which is where we have a freeze watch in place, and that runs until, I believe, I'll have to look very close at that graph here because the text is kind of small, but I believe that's until 9 for tomorrow morning. So high impacts for today. Obviously, it's snowing in Medford right now, but then into tomorrow, we're going to have medium impacts because of some of the travel impacts we'll see in the morning. Will be very calm for the rest of the week. So here is your 7-day forecast for the coast. Rain and storms looking likely for today. We're already seeing that. Been a beautiful day for Wednesday and a very weak storm system for Thursday into Friday. In fact, so weak that I don't even think we're going to see any rainfall at all for Siskiyou County. We'll see some passing clouds, we'll see some winds picking up, but that's about it. And then we're going to have a gorgeous weekend. Kind of the same thing for the east side, not really being impacted by that storm system in the Thursday to Friday time frame. And then pretty average temperatures, if not a little bit above average, into Saturday and Sunday. For the mountains, we'll see some big time travel impacts throughout today and then into Wednesday morning as well. Hopefully we'll see some of that melting, and hopefully that will alleviate some of the travel impacts into later this week. And then for the Rogue Valley, snow happening right now. It'll continue throughout the rest of the morning. Then we'll have those big time travel impacts into Wednesday morning.